Good morning, YouTube. Today is 30th of May, and 15 minutes market has opened, and I have already taken and exited from one trade, and this is the second trade. This is the first trade that I entered at 18,600. This was my entry price here in the first candle, and I exited at here at the close of the first candle. When the first candle closed in green, I exited at 18,617. I took a loss of 17 points in the index. So this is the second trade that I entered at 18,619. As soon as the first candle closed, I exited from the first from my trade of PE and switched my position into a CE. And this is my stop loss, 18,601. And I might trail my stop loss later on, but for now, it is like 19 points stop loss in the index, and I will try to take a good risk to reward ratio. So for the sake of calculation, I'll think it of approximately 20 points in the index, and I'll try to take 60 or 80 points minimum. So the call that I have entered in is out of the money. So for me to be profitable, I need the market to go above 18,700, 720. So let's see what happens. And yesterday I made a profit in this first candle, and then I booked my loss. I entered here in this green candle, and then I booked my loss at this green candle. So yesterday was a loss-making session, but it doesn't matter because I got a proper setup here, and so I wanted to enter in a PE, but Nifty was very strong, Nifty and Bank Nifty, so they didn't follow the setup and they went up. My stop loss got hit, but that's okay. That's the randomness of the trade. Any given point of time, anything can happen because anyone with big pockets can turn the market. So that is it, and I am developing some kind of fear or anxiety because I made a loss of 322 rupees, and once this trade also gets in loss, I'll have to book more loss in monetary values. But I am telling myself that it's okay because this is my stop loss, and if market goes below my stop loss, I'll exit. So let's see what happens. This is my fourth trade in the 5-mile run. But what I'll need to do, I'll need to wait and then trade for a good risk to reward ratio. And since yesterday I made a profit of 500 rupees in only 30 points in the first candle, so today I tried the same thing, but it was out of the money, and Nifty came down till here, but I was late. I entered here, saw some profit, 50 rupees or 60 rupees, then started seeing loss, and Nifty, a lot of buying, a strong buying came with volume, and market the candle closed at 613. Sorry, 619, 16. So this is the present scenario. And yeah, even if I trail my stop loss, I'll trail it till here, 613, the opening price of today. Right now my stop loss is at the close of yesterday, but then I'll trail it to the open of today because good buying came with volume. So the buyers will not let market go down from this point, 580, 581. So let's see what happens. Anything can happen, and if Nifty goes downward, I'll just exit, giving my stop loss. So I got stopped out from my second trade, where I entered at this point in a CE, and market gave me a risk to reward of 1:2, but I became greedy and I wanted some more, and I held to my position, and then suddenly it retraced back and it hit my stop loss, and I still trailed my stop loss to 610. So almost 9 or 10 points I have to give in the market, whose monetary value was more, like 322 rupees. So in my first trade I made a loss, and I shouldn't have entered in the first candle in a PE. But anyways, I booked a loss. I entered here, exited here, exited 616, entered at 16 points loss in the index, and then 9-point loss in the index, and so 16 and 9, actually not more than 30 points maybe, if I average it, 15 or 25 points, but I'll say 30 points. So for 30 points loss in the index in 2 trades, I paid more than 600 rupees, and this is it. Let's see what happened, where the market goes. I may not trade anymore, but if Nifty comes below this point, then I'll again enter in a PE trade, otherwise I'll not. So let's see. I have again entered in a PE position, and I have entered at 608 at this green candle here, and this is my stop loss, 28. So 20 points in the index is my stop loss, and like after 2 trades, I was looking at the pre-open market, accepting my losses and stuff like that, trying to be calm. And then I noticed that in the pre-open market, the graph of the pre-open market showed a resistance here at this, not 660, 654 or something like that, 650, yeah, here. So it showed a resistance at 654, then it came down, went up, again came down, and then went sideways. So I missed to follow that, because otherwise I would have entered at this doji. I would have entered at this doji, or I would have entered at this doji, or after the closing of this doji, and I could have captured almost 50-60 points in the index. But I missed reading that. I looked at the support of the pre-open market where there was support 540, 500. I looked at the support and I missed to look at the resistance. But the pre-open market, the graph was on a downtrend. So this is a mistake, or this is a learning that I should carry for the next trade, for the next day or for future. And so I've entered and I'll keep trailing my stop loss. I'll trail it here and then here and then here somewhere. So I'll keep trailing my stop loss. Once this low gets broken, I'll wait for 540 and then till 510. So let's see where the market goes. So I've exited from my third trade. Took a loss of 20 points. Which was equal to 283 rupees. And I should have exited earlier or trailed my stop loss to 610, but I had waited for this level to as my stop loss, or I thought I would wait for this level to break and then I would exit. So full range bound market today, and my first trade was the part where I entered here. It was unnecessary, and then the second trade was okay, but I need to learn more about dojis and stuff, candlestick, not price action, but more about candlestick, because if I would have recognized this doji, I would have exited from my CE trade and booked some profit, which eventually made me book loss. And the third trade was completely unnecessary, not required, but still I entered in a hope that market would fill the gap and come to this level, 510, 500, 510. But it will not fill today, or till now it hasn't filled the gap, or it has not shown any sign, because even here Nifty went up and fell down straight from here, 654, and Nifty even came to 590, below 590, and again made a V-shaped recovery. So I was not able to book here because at that time it didn't show me any profit, and I was pretty much sure that if today's low got broken, if Nifty broke somehow 575, then it would go down to fill the gap, but it didn't happen. So today is 30th of May, and I have taken 3 trades, and all of them were loss. The first one is a loss of 17 points with minus 322 rupees. Second one is loss of 13 points, minus 352 rupees. Third one is loss of 20 points, minus 283 rupees. So in my 5-mile test, I have traded 5 times and made a loss of 800 rupees, more than 800 rupees. So in 5 trades. So I need to be more patient in my trade and not enter and exit, not enter in a trade randomly. I need to find the edge and then enter. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow, YouTube.